Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in this video we're going to be looking at the UK's Community Foundation grants. These are grants that are all over the country and they're localised funding, so you can go and look at your local area's community foundation. So before I jump into that, please hit the subscribe button so you can keep up to date with everything to do with CICs and grant funding. So each area in the UK has a community foundation, and what those community foundations do is they collect all the different grants that are available to people in that area and they put them essentially on one website. And usually you can go onto your local area's community foundation, you can hit the grants and then you can have a look at what's available. So let me show you. So here is Cornwall's Community Foundation. So this is my local community foundation. So you can see here that you can do a grant for up to 5,000, and this is applying for just their standard main grant. But you can also go and click grants available, and then I can do a search. So you can see here all the different types of funding that's available, and they'll say whether they're currently open or closed or whether deadlines are. So if we have a look at one, so let's have a look at third one down, I will fund, hashtag I will fund. This is a great one for youth projects. This is available all over the country, so check if this one's available in your area. So currently this one is closed, but it's going to be open again soon. So with this one, for example, you can see that it's to benefit young people aged 10 to 20, and it's about getting them to sort of take part in social action, to get involved in activities and campaigning and fundraising. So it's a really cool one. And then you click on like more info and you'd be able to see more about the grant, who's eligible. So it says here CICs are eligible. And then you'd be able to see, as you can see, national organisations. So, and what you would do then is usually at the end, you're able to apply. So begin your application online. So you fill in the application, and they're not that bad, the applications at all. You fill them in and then you just send them off. Now, the great thing is the application is the same would be the same for all of the ones that are on this Cornwall's Community Foundation. So that one application form, so if I'm not successful with this grant, I can tweak it up and maybe apply to a different one as well. Or you could put multiple ones in, like you don't have to only apply to one. So let's have a look at what else they've got on here. So that's a youth one. Then they've got Cornwall Women's Fund. So this is a great one, 500 to 10,000. I notice on this page they often say what is the average that people get, and often it says the average that people get are 5,000. So what I do, just as a tip, I always go for 5,000 because with these local ones, I think they like to give out quite a lot and share things. So I think it'd be more of a rarer situation that they'd go and give you the whole 10. I personally would rather get an acceptance on 5 than a rejection on 10. So that's just something to bear in mind. They've also got here, as you notice, some crisis funds for individuals. So say you're working with individuals who are in crisis for whatever reason, they can actually apply for like up to £500. So that's another thing that you could add to your sort of CIC's impact, is that you could signpost people, maybe help them fill in these forms, so then they can actually get a little bit of money for whatever crisis they're in. Maybe they're moving house or something or other. So what else have we got here? Oh, this is an interesting one. Police Property Act Fund. So this is supporting communities providing diversionary activities for drugs and antisocial behaviour. So that's one that the police have put up. Lots of areas and police commissions have grants, and this is one that they've put on here. So that one's available currently, and that's up to 5,000. So you look and see when the deadline is, which is end of next month. So I see I could apply for that one. And you can see there the when it's due to be announced the winner. So what else have we got? Surviving Winter Fuel Fund. This is an individual one. So again, that's another crisis one that you could maybe help somebody get. Young Carers Fund. Young and Talented Cornwall. So this is one again for young people. And there's one there, Young and Talented Cornwall's Creative Writing Award. And that's again an individual one. So individuals can apply for that one up to 150. So this is cool. So So this gives you an example of what's on in this area, but do have a look at your own area. So like I said, this is the national one, the UK Community Foundations. So they've got a lot of information on here about how they're distributing funds out nationally. So have a look on here. You can find your local community foundation. So should we just do a search for one? Let's have a search. Okay, let's do a different area, shall we? Put in your postcode, or you can have a look on the map here. Look. Oh look, you've got them here on this map all over the country. Just a word of warning, some areas don't accept some community funds. I know Birmingham, for instance, doesn't accept CICs. That was the case for a long time. I don't know if it still is now, do check. But I know somebody did say that to me. Okay, let's just click on one of these. Let's click on Brighton. Let's have a look. What Brighton, Sussex Community Foundation, and it's got their website. So let's have a look what Sussex has got going on. Okay, so here we are. So again, Sussex, like the Cornwall one, looks like you have one where you can literally just click on grants and see what they've got. Okay, let's have a look. Got a general award, like that's the same as with Cornwall. And then they looks like they've got some special awards as well. Special awards ones. Here you go, you've got different ones. Let's have a look here. There's a wind farm fund. You got one supporting voluntary sector grassroots communities. Yeah, all sorts. And then you've got some grants for individuals as well. So definitely everybody should probably go. If you're a CIC, you should totally go for these general ones, the general award. So see, again, they're up to 10,000. Again, just be mindful, you might not want to put in for the whole amount. But do phone your local one and have a chat with them. That's the best thing to do. Have a chat with them, see what else is going on in your area, and see what they're lacking. So do have a conversation with them. For instance, if they've already funded a food bank and you're wanting to run another food bank, then they're not going to necessarily do two in the same area. But say someone's doing a food bank, but then maybe you're doing cooking with local families or something. So you're doing something different. So find out what they've already funded. Have a chat with them about what their priorities are, what they would like, and then see if you can tailor a project around that obviously fits in with your CIC's aims anyway. Okay, let's go for a different area. Let's go for Cardiff. So let's see what Wales has got going on. Okay, fabulous. So again, you've got one, you just go straight to grants, look. So we can see here in Wales, they've got a how to write a grant application workshop. That's cool. So that's nice. So that's something maybe your community foundation might offer. So check on that, because that's a really good thing to do. It's like a webinar that people can do in that area. So I hope that video was useful. If you've got any questions, do drop me a message over on my website, kex.co.uk, and I also can write grants for you as well and help you do funding searches. Or you could do my how to set up a CIC and get grant funded in 4 months course.